Hey everyone, it's me, Moody Boo, the Fragrant Nomad. I know I'm kind of in the dark, but I figured you'd rather see Lady Pacifica singing her song in the background instead of seeing me. So I hope I'm loud enough so you can hear me. Anyway, I thought today I have worked with, I told you about the Twisted Lily sample box that I brought with me that I had no idea what was in it. And it had a couple of Ormond Janes, and then it had 3 Jusbox. Well, I wanted to talk about the Jusbox today because I've worked with them quite a bit. So, and actually I don't dislike any of them. And just to review, I have Cheeky Smile, LiveNLoud, and Sirens and Sailors. Now, Cheeky Smile, the dabber is mucked up. The spring is gone, and the little top sprayer thing is gone. It came that way. It was broken, excuse me. But I can still use it as a dabber, so I'm going to go ahead and reapply it. Oh, yeah, it's leaked in the thing. There's hardly any left, actually. So, Cheeky Smile is Isoe Super, Ambroxan, and Cashmeran. And really, that's what you get. If I want an Isoe Super fragrance, though, I'm going to go to my holy grail, which, of course, is Molecule 1 by Eccentric Molecules. Yeah, that's just the smoothest, most wonderful Isoe Super that I've experienced. This one is nice, but I think it's the Cashmeran note that's in there that gives it almost a hint of sourness. I don't like the sour thing, but the rest of it is smooth, well blended, and then the Cashmeran is kind of odd man out. It's been voted off the island because it does not blend well, in my opinion, with the Isoe Super and the Ambroxan. Those two always work pretty well in sync together. And I would imagine Cashmeran does too, but this one is like, it's a hint sour. It does have that sweatery, kind of fuzzy feel to it. So it is a very nice Cashmeran note. It's just, like I said, there's just this hint of almost like an oudie sourness to it. Now that doesn't last throughout the whole wearing. Once it really dries down, basically I just get Isoe Super and Ambroxan at that point. The Cashmeran has blended well. It's gotten back on the island, and it's having a good time ziplining and things like that with the other 2 players. But it's kind of lost some of its oomph by then. So it really isn't a standout compared to the other 2, the Isoe Super and the Ambroxan, in my opinion. But it is really nice. And Cheeky Smile might be one that I end up with down the road. But I am doing a huge vacation haul. About half of them I bought here on vacation. The other half I'm having sent that will meet me home once I get there, or within a few days. So I'll do a haul video once all of them show up. And so I'm not going to tell you which ones I have absolutely purchased already, which ones I'm going to purchase or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it vague and make you tune in later. I know, that's how I roll. So anyway, very nice. The performance is okay. It's 6 to 8 hours maybe, but I am in a hot climate and very humid, very humid. So, if it was more fall type, winter type setting, I'm not sure it would perform much better, but maybe. Very unisex. The prices on Jusbox are mid-range. And I think their bottles are really cool. I really like the bottle. Ah, my ring. So, and I will say one of these juice boxes I have already purchased. So the next one I'll talk about is Sirens and Sailors. And this one is bergamot, peach, osmanthus, rose essential, rum absolute, whiskey accord, patchouli, the molecular distillation, vanilla, suede, and musk. So I'm going to spray this on this end. So Sirens and Sailors was the one I thought I would like the least because of the name. I thought, sailors, sounds aquatic, I don't know. But and then peach, yeah. There's a few things in here that really aren't my style. And when you first spray it, it smells like kind of a sweet pink. It smells pink, like pink suede. It smells floral. It smells sweet. It has a bit of frivolity to it, almost a bubblegum kind of effect that happens right at first with a hint of tang in there. And I'm just, I'm not sure. So I had to work with this one quite a bit. Now, when it dries down, it does butch up quite a bit, and you get much more of the suede, more of the suede effect, kind of a vanilla, suedey, musky kind of thing going on. But it doesn't lose its really happy-go-lucky kind of attitude. It does kind of get a little more serious in the dry down, but it still stays really fun. I think it would be a great perfume to wear for a multitude of occasions unless they're formal. I don't consider this a formal perfume, whereas Cheeky Smile, I could see that one being more of a formal perfume. And the performance on this one is really good for me. Really good. That's relative. But I get like 7-8 hours on it, maybe. And that's in this hot, humid climate. So it is a little more feminine, especially at the beginning. I do think that it will appeal more to feminine personalities than masculine ones, because it is really playful. It does, like I said, get a little more serious in the dry down, but it never loses that. I appreciate that. So that is Sirens and Sailors. I was pleasantly surprised by this one. And the last one is the one I assumed I would love the most, and that's LiveNLoud. This one is bergamot, watermelon, cardamom, coconut water, fig leaves, pine needles, vetiver, dry amber, and musk. So other than watermelon, watermelon for me can be a hit or a miss. If it is the focus of the perfume, like Kimberly, New York, she's got a perfume that's very like watermelon Jolly Rancher kind of a thing. And that is the way I love it, where it is not trying to support other strong notes. It usually just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to put LiveNLoud on this arm. And like I said, this was the one I was most excited to try. I don't really get the watermelon. There is a juiciness, kind of aquatic, like cucumber can bring to a perfume. There's a bit of that in there. Because a lot of times the watermelon note is more of a green watermelon to me, more of the rind. After you've eaten all the sweet meat out, that a lot of times is the watermelon notes that I detect. And this one, it isn't strong, but there is that kind of aquatic, edible fruitiness, just lightly. It's so light. I was a bit disappointed with this one. I really wanted more coconut, and I don't get a lot of coconut with this. The fig is there, the pine needles are there, the cardamom is there for sure, and it does start with a blast of bright freshness, which is definitely the bergamot. In the dry down, there isn't a big trajectory with this one. It stays fairly linear. And I guess my disappointment lies with the fact that I thought with this equation of notes, it would have a different kind of outcome. But it's a weird one to me in a way. Notes that I personally wouldn't have, and then kind of lighten up notes I might have amped up. And so a lot of cardamom in this one. You do get a lot of cardamom, and you get the pine needles, the fig leaves, a little bit of vetiver, amber, and musk in the dry down. It's really kind of a weird one. So this one, I really like it, but I'm just not sure if I love it yet. But it is interesting. It's very interesting. I think some feminine personalities will find this a tick or two more on the masculine side. I tend to agree with that. The performance on this is good. It's about 7-8 hours in very humid climates. I do think this is more of a cool weather kind of perfume. I think for this tropical climate, it's probably wouldn't be one that I would choose to wear as a signature scent. Whereas the other two, they have a potential in tropical climes of doing just fine. But this one does kind of lend itself more to, I think, cooler temperatures. And this one to me has a bit of a suede feel in the deep dry down. I don't know if that's because the cardamom, the pine needles, the amber, those things kind of mishmash together and give me a suede accord, but I do get this light kind of clean suede in the background in the deep dry down. It's really nice too. I don't dislike any of these. And like I said, I for sure purchased at least one, and I may purchase a second. I'm still not sure on that yet, but wow. I'd been curious about this house for quite some time. So when I ordered from Twisted Lily, I just thought I better go for it and order all of the ones I'm interested in. And I'm so glad I did, because this house has had very mixed reviews. There's a lot of people that really dislike some of their perfumes, and a lot of people that are just kind of meh about them. But I really see a lot of interest in all three of these. But one for sure I will not be buying. No, I can't even say that. I'm not for sure on anything. No, all I am for sure is one is on its way to my home in Washington right now. All right, so I guess that's it. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I know I haven't posted much, so anyway, thank you for being here, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your nose. Peace.